Hi, I'm Tracy Matthews. I'm the liaison to the Campbell County Chamber of Commerce Business and Advocacy Committee. Today I'm with Doug Griffis, who's running for the office of County Commissioner. Good morning, Doug.
Good morning. Thank you for letting me have the opportunity to speak to the voters.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
So the first thing I'm going to ask you is if you want to give a brief introduction of yourself.
My name's Doug Griffis. I've been, for the last 9 years, driving a propane truck here in town, or all of northeastern Wyoming. I was born and raised in Hewlett. I worked for the Sheriff's Department back here in the 90s. Worked in the detention. Been around northeastern Wyoming my whole life. So I pretty much open book. You'd ask me anything else.
Perfect.
I'm not real good at talking about myself. So
my first question for you, Doug, is do you support penny power? And if so, are you willing to support penny power as part of your campaign?
I'm going to make this clear. I'm not going to say things that will get me elected. I know that. But I'm against additional taxes of any kind to everybody. Okay, the penny power is a great idea if the money is used in the proper way. If you have an organization that you're very compassionate about, I mean, I'm just going to use a couple examples, like the Yes House or something like that. That's a nonprofit organization. You can donate your money to it if you would like. I don't feel the penny power, that's everybody's being taxed. That should go to a business, or that should go to something that will benefit the entire community, everybody, not just a certain group or two. So if the society, if the community wants the penny power or the penny tax in, I would do my best to see that it is spent on everyone, not just on certain entities. Okay?
Thank you. So, Doug, thinking long term, where would you like to see Campbell County in the next 20 years? And what is your plan to accomplish this vision for Campbell County?
That's kind of a really tough question in the times that we're in today. With the expenses of everything, the price of everything going through the roof, this economy really can't sustain the way it is. I don't think they will ever get away from coal and oil. That's going to be the lifeblood of this whole country. And we better do things to help keep our coal and oil industries viable. I mean, if it needs working with or fighting against our higher governments to do that, that's what I think we should do. So.
Thank you. So what policy changes or investments are necessary to encourage broader employment?
We have a labor shortage, not just in Campbell County, but in the whole country right now. Like I said, working back here in the 90s, I've seen coal companies, they would advertise for 3 jobs and there would be over 1,000 people apply for those 3 jobs. And now today you have coal companies and oil companies both buying electronic billboards advertising for help. So we have a labor shortage. Not everybody wants to work in the coal industry, and the age of people that are there, they're wanting to slow down some. I would like to see if we couldn't encourage some other types of industries to come into this area to get us off this roller coaster of, oil and gas constantly boom and bust. So how we would do that, I'm not sure. I don't have the magic answers. I just think that's something that we need to be looking at to try to get some other type of industry in here, or industries that could make this community keep going.
What do you see as the most pressing needs for infrastructure and capital projects?
In my opinion right now, capital projects, building, we need to just be stepping back with the price of material and fuel and everything like that. Maintain what we have, make sure to keep that up and going, but wait for this to come back down, because it's going to have to come down. And when it comes back down, then start looking at it. It's almost used the analogy, which is cheaper, buy a new pickup or fix the one you have. If you can fix the one you have way cheaper than buying a new one, maintain what you have and wait for save your money. Don't just spend it frivolously. I mean, save it, wait for times to get better, let prices come down, then start building. I mean, when a sheet of plywood 5 years ago was $5-6 and now it's $35-40 a sheet, it's kind of tough to build something on that. So,
What county departments have you been to in the last year, and what have you learned about their different services?
I started this campaign back in September, and I've been going to meetings, land board meetings, fair board meetings, the cemetery board meetings, library meetings. Like I say, I used to work for the sheriff's department back here in the 90s. I visited with the sheriff's department. I talked a little bit. I want to talk more with the chief of police here. The biggest thing I'm finding out, lack of communication. And when I say communication, I don't mean electronic communications like emails and texts. From what I'm seeing, people want to see face-to-face communications. They want to be able to look you in the eye and see what you're talking about. Then they know you received the information. I've heard it said many a time at these meetings, well, I sent that email. Well, I never got it. If you tell them face-to-face, you know they got the information. So we need to have more human contact, face-to-face meetings with people. Okay?
And lastly, Doug, is there anything that I didn't ask you that you would like the voters of Campbell County to know about you?
Gee, I've never run a business. I've worked for a lot of them. I've seen what made businesses succeed. I've seen what made businesses fail. I've just got a degree in life. I spent 2 years in college for vet tech. I never did get my degree. I went there on a rodeo scholarship. I'm just a common man. I'm just one of you working people. That's what I am. So if you like that kind of person would make a good county commissioner, I'm just asking for your vote. Thank you.
Thank you.